There is a version of you that Allah already sees, peaceful, confident, and full of Iman, but she doesn't appear overnight. She is built through quiet choices, small habits, and deep sincerity. So today I want to talk about becoming that Muslimah, not the social media version, but the woman who glows with peace, discipline, and closeness to Allah. So let's go deep into 7 habits that don't just change how you look or live, but how you feel, how you connect, and how you grow. Because you know what? True transformation starts in the heart. She starts her day with Fajr, not her phone. So every day begins with a choice to wake up for the dunya or to rise for the akhirah. The Muslimah who's transforming her life begins her morning with Fajr, because that's not just a prayer, it's a mindset. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, 2 rakahs of Fajr are better than the world and all it contains. So those quiet moments before sunrise are where clarity is born. The world is silent, distractions are gone, and that's where she finds peace. So start small, sleep early, put your phone away 30 minutes before bed. Make the intention to meet Allah before the world meets you. Soon you'll notice the calm of Fajr will begin to spill into the rest of your day. Subhanallah. Number 2, that Muslimah dresses with purpose, not pressure. So in a world obsessed with image, modesty is rebellion. But for the Muslimah, it's not about rebellion. It is about reverence. She dresses beautifully, but not to be seen, but to be remembered by Allah. Her hijab isn't a fashion statement. It's a daily act of worship, a silent labaik Allah. When you dress with modesty and grace, you send a message not to the world but to your soul, and it means, I belong to Allah, I am worth more than attention. That confidence, that nur, doesn't come from trends, it comes from taqwa, God consciousness. And subhanallah, when you dress for Allah, He adorns you with something no one can copy, and that is tranquility. That Muslimah keeps her circle peaceful. Your company shapes your character. The Prophet ﷺ said, a person is upon the religion of his close friend. And that means your circle is not just your comfort zone. It's your spiritual mirror. So the Muslimah who's transforming her life doesn't need a huge circle. She needs sincere sisters who remind her of Allah, who speaks peace instead of gossip, who inspire her to grow instead of compare. And if you don't have that yet, be that person. Be the friend who brings calmness, not chaos, who makes dua for others in secret. That's what that Muslimah energy is, not competition, but compassion. That Muslimah nourishes her mind with Qur'an. So for her, Qur'an isn't just something to be read. It is something to live by. It is life. Every ayah becomes a mirror. When she reads about patience, she applies it to her struggles. When she reads about gratitude, she sees blessings in her small moments. This habit transforms your thinking, your reactions, your heart, because the Quran isn't just information, it is transformation. So I want to give you a challenge. Read even 1 ayah daily and then write down what it teaches you and reflect before sleeping. And ask yourself, did I live this today? So when the Quran moves from your lips to your lifestyle, that's when Barakah floods in your life. She values her routine and protects her peace. The Prophet ﷺ was consistent. He had structure, rhythm, and purpose. So your routine is not just about productivity, it's about presence. Wake up early, make your bed, journal your gratitude, move your body. Every small of act done with the intention becomes an act of worship. And protecting your peace is part of that. You can't grow in chaos. You need quiet spaces to think, to breathe, and even to remember Allah. Silence is not emptiness. Remember that. It's spiritual oxygen. So do this. Schedule the rest. Schedule rest the way you schedule work, because the more peaceful your routine, the clearer your soul will become. So that Muslimah speaks with kindness even if it's hard. The Prophet ﷺ said, "A good word is charity." That means every gentle word is an act of giving and it costs you nothing. That Muslimah, she chooses her words carefully. She doesn't gossip. She doesn't tear others down. She doesn't respond with anger when she can respond with calmness, because she knows the tongue can heal or harm, build or break, and her goal is to leave people lighter than she found them. So if you want to become that Muslimah on this regard, pause before you speak. If it's not beneficial, then stay silent. Replace complaint with gratitude. Soon, your words will carry weight, not because they are loud, but because they are sincere. That Muslimah is consistent in private. So in a world that celebrates visibility, that Muslimah focuses on what's unseen. She prays when no one is watching. She gives charity quietly. She repents sincerely, because she knows the small things she does consistently are the most beloved to Allah. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The most beloved deeds to Allah are those done regularly, even if small." So don't wait for motivation. Build habits that anchor you little by little, quietly, sincerely, and that's how you build a life filled with Barakah. So becoming that Muslimah is not just about being perfect. It's about being present. It's not about aesthetics. It's about alignment. So when your heart aligns with Allah, then everything else will fall into place. So wake up with purpose, pray with sincerity, speak with softness, and walk with light, because you don't need to be that girl the world celebrates. Be that Muslimah, the one that Allah smiles upon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Amina and I'm a Muslim revert, and on this channel I share my journey into Islam, the challenges that I have faced so far, and the good things that I have received and learned as a new Muslim so far. And by doing so, by sharing everything that I share, I get to learn more. It gets to stick in my heart, it gets to stick in my head, and even I get to help someone out there who is on a similar journey and is looking for a safe space or a friend to just look up to and learn a few things, one or two, and be able to at least get some form of enlightenment and a sense of direction. So if this reminder touched your heart, share it with a sister who is on her journey too, and subscribe for more gentle Islamic reminders that help you grow quietly and with purpose, peace, and iman. Fi amanillah.